of course, as I want to start filming, someone starts to make noise. Great. Hi everyone. So today's video is a bit different than my usual content, and it's a bit of a rant video actually, and also I want to try and get more comfortable in front of the camera, so I decided to make a video like this. Yeah, it's a bit of a rant. I'm going to share my experience and my feelings, and hopefully it will also make me feel better about this whole situation, because it's still quite unbelievable. Okay, so this whole video is basically about this girl over here, who is my newest doll. I love her so much already. This wig she's wearing needs to be styled. She looks a bit like Sephiroth from Final Fantasy, but it will be restyled. Maybe I'll still do that today or tomorrow, so I can actually take some pictures of it, because I don't want to just take pictures when she's not ready, although I'm very tempted, but I don't want to do that yet. So this rant is all about this girl. So she is my Grail doll. She's always been my Grail doll. I think I was around maybe 15 or so when I started to really see ball jointed dolls and see, okay, there's actually a type of doll like this. Sorry, my phone, I should put it on silent. Anyway, so back then she was only available in SD size, and SD is too big for me. Well, not too big, but it was overwhelming at that point. I had an SD when I was about 19, 20, and my fiance, my boyfriend, was a bit iffy on the whole hobby, so he made a kind of remark which kind of left a scar on the size for me for some reason. So I got rid of the SD and got a smaller doll, because I felt like the smaller dolls wouldn't make such an impact on the people around me, so they would be more accepting of the hobby. And he has gotten more accepting. He doesn't mind anymore. Of course, he doesn't like the fact that they are so expensive, but you know, he's turned a blind eye to it. He's more accepting of that and me, and we are also engaged. So I wouldn't be engaged with a guy who would like say, no, you can't have dolls, when I really love dolls. I can't not have dolls. But anyway, so I got rid of the SD and then got MSDs, and then they made Carina in the FID size. Sorry, I don't know if the camera is in focus, but anyway. And I really wanted her so badly, so I started saving up for my Grail doll, and finally this year I was able to buy her. So let me get my phone. I just need some dates that I want to give you guys. Where is it? Well, it's right behind me the whole time. Okay, so I bought Carina in, I think, June, July this year, and because someone told me, I was like, okay, I have enough money for her now, when can I get her? I don't see they are available as like basic doll choice or anything. So I asked around, and people were telling me in the beginning of the month and whatever, and I was like, oh my goodness, that is like in 2 days time or whatever from when I started to ask questions. So I bought her, and she took around 3 months or so to finish. She is in special real skin and company default face up as well, and she has a mobility joint. So yeah, that's why she took so long. Or, well, she didn't actually take long, whatever, just forget I said that. Anyway, so they sent her out. Let me see if I can find the dates here. Okay, so I bought her on the 4th of June. That's when I bought her. Then she was shipped on around the 27th of August. So that's very important, that date, because I couldn't see that Upper House ships to South Africa, so I had to use a different option, and I also thought this option would be cheaper. So I have a friend who ordered from Upper House this year as well, with all the COVID stuff, and she used a forwarding service called Aramex Global Shopper, and she got her items really fast. Some of it even skipped customs, which is like wow, because we pay a lot of customs. Anyway, so I didn't think, and also I use Aramex locally and their parcels arrive fast, but this was Aramex Global Shopper. But I honestly didn't think anything could go wrong, so I decided to use them. And okay, so the parcel was sent and delivered on the 27th of August. But Aramex told me, or what, no, wait, what happened was, for maybe yeah, they were supposed to get my parcel in 48 hours, but due to COVID, people have been getting their parcels in maybe like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, or the confirmation that Aramex actually had their parcel. So I waited, and I waited, and I waited, and it was about 3-4 weeks, and I got impatient because where's this really expensive doll of mine? Then I started to query where my doll is, and they said they don't have it. They never got a parcel. They don't know anything about a parcel that was supposed to be delivered to me. So I got really impatient. I started contacting ACI Worldwide Express in Korea, South Korea, who is the company who receives Aramex parcels. I made sure, I even tried to contact Korean Post because Aramex kept asking me for a signed proof of delivery, which is like the only thing you can get at a post office. And all I had was the tracking number which said it was delivered, and it was signed by a person, which is a company associate, but they don't say which company. So Aramex was just like, no, you know, we don't have it, we need a signed proof of delivery, whatever. It was awful, it was really awful. And I didn't know what to do anymore because I kept calling Aramex and telling them the parcel is there, I can see that it was delivered, where else would it be delivered? I made sure that the address is correct. Apple House did nothing wrong. In the end, they still were just like, you know, I was phoning them, they were just like, oh, you know, we can't query it because they're going to ask us where's the proof of delivery, blah blah blah. And then they said we'll escalate it, but I don't think they ever did. So last resort, I contacted Apple House again, and I told them, listen, these guys are driving me nuts. They just saying, they're refusing to say that the parcel is there, whatever. So Apple House, sorry, I keep saying Apple House. I don't know if it's Apple House or Apple House. Sorry, just excuse me, I'll try to say Apple House. So Apple House contacted ACI Worldwide Express, and you know, maybe it's because of the language barrier, I don't know, but they were able to confirm that my parcel was there. It was there the whole time. So my parcel sat there for maybe a month or something before they actually said, oh yeah, your parcel was here. And they said actually it's because my account number wasn't on there, and I haven't checked yet, but I do see the whole address or something, so I think my account number was on there because I told Apple House that's very important to put it on there. So somewhere someone did a bit of a lie, but anyway, I'll still check that and maybe just in the description confirm if I remember. But anyway, so finally they said, okay, my parcel is there, Aramex just needs to confirm that it is mine and give them my account number. So I phoned Aramex again for the 100th time, and I told them about the situation and that I found out my parcel is indeed there. And they were like, you know, you have to get proof of, signed proof of delivery, and you have to contact your supplier. And I just freaked out so bad, so bad. I never ever do that. I'm always a very shy person and never get angry, but I just couldn't handle it anymore. So I freaked out on them and I told them I do not have a signed proof of delivery. I cannot get one. No one can get one. I have the proof here that it is delivered, and I can send you the screenshot for the 100th time because I kept sending them all this detail and all the screenshots and everything. Kept sending it on Facebook, email, everywhere. And you know, it's just like they just didn't care. So I really freaked out and I screamed at that lady and just told her to do her job, because I have done more than enough to try and find my own parcel. You try and use Aramex to make stuff more convenient for you, but that's definitely not what they have done for me. Anyway, so, or Aramex Global Shopper. Then all of a sudden she was like, oh yeah, okay, no, that screenshot of the proof of delivery would be fine, that's fine. So I sent it to her again. Then finally, after a few days, they said, okay, yes, they found my parcel. It's going to be forwarded to me, blah, 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 blah. So it took quite a while to reach them and to reach South Africa. So when I have a look at those dates, she arrived in Johannesburg on the 1st of October. So yes, remember she was sent the 27th of August. So finally on the 1st of October they got so far as to send her to Johannesburg. So when it's in Johannesburg, oh, and way before that I already paid my shipping fee, which was substantial. Well, not really, it was okay. I was fine with the shipping fee. I actually thought it would be more, but anyway. When it goes to Joburg, it goes through customs, and customs then gives you your custom fee. But what Aramix does is they give you a fee based on your invoice from the get-go, so it doesn't have to go through customs first, and then you pay the amount to Aramix. And it was a huge amount. Usually it's supposed to be 15% of what you buy, but they just ask whatever they want. So I paid quite a big sum. It was more than 15% of her whole value. Anyway, some people say that you can, but I didn't know what her value was in the box, so I couldn't lie. And I'm also glad I didn't, because of this whole fiasco. She could have gotten hurt or lost forever, and then my insurance wouldn't have covered it, and I did get insurance. So anyway, then I paid it as soon as I could, even though it was a big amount. But anyway, I paid it. Then the parcel arrived in my town on the 8th, I think, the 8th of October. Okay, so we're at the 8th of October now, and I'm at work, and they want to come deliver the parcel. So I'm not here, so I phoned my neighbor, who's an older guy, so he's retired, he's at home most of the time. So I phoned him and I asked him, "Can you please just take the parcel for me?" He said, "Yeah, sure." So he took the parcel, and I was so excited that I could barely think. And I drove home, and I was really excited from work, you know. By the way, it's the end of term 3 now. I'm a teacher, yeah. So it's the end of term 3, so we are on school vacation for a week, and then next week we're starting again with term 4. So if you guys see me uploading 3 videos a day, you know why, because I'm at home. Anyway, so I was driving home really excited, and I got home and I went to his house to quickly get my parcel, and he was like, "Oh yeah, here's your parcel." And when he turned around, I was like, my heart just sank. That's not right. That's not Carina. That's not Carina, that's something else. So I was trying to keep myself composed and have a little chat with him, and he gave me the super small box, and he asked me, "What medical stuff did you buy from Korea?" And I'm like, "No, this isn't mine. I think they made a mistake, but I have to go now. I have to open this and figure this out." So I rushed home. My heart sank to my shoes. It was small. I mean, it was like this big, maybe this big, and Carina's box was huge, so it's a big difference. Anyway, so I got home, and I mean, I wasn't here to pick it up, so I couldn't just tell them, "No, this isn't my parcel, take it back." But anyway, so I opened it, and inside was 3 tubes of face cream. Someone actually told me, "Haha, don't worry, this face cream is actually worth a lot," but I was just like, yeah, worth a lot, not this much. But anyway, so I resealed it, and I immediately, oh no, I didn't reseal it, sorry. I immediately phoned Aramix. So this guy at Aramix picks up, and I tell him, "Listen, I got the wrong parcel." And he also starts thinking, "You have to contact your supplier, blah blah blah." I just couldn't take it anymore. I just started screaming at this guy, because I mean, this has been terrible. This whole experience was awful. And I screamed at him, and finally, he didn't say a word. Finally, when I stopped, he was like, "Okay, listen, this is what we're gonna do." And he told me to send pictures and try and figure out what's going on. And I tried to calm down, and I said, "I'm sorry, I know it's not your fault." You know, that whole thing. So there's a hummingbird outside the window. You can probably hear it. Anyway, so he said, I gave him the tracking number, Carina's tracking number, and for some reason he could see that she was in Ghana. Yes, Africa, Ghana. I don't know how he saw that, but anyway, he saw that. And they did, like a week earlier or so, or a few days earlier, they asked me to confirm, it was when I should pay the custom fee. I asked them, "When am I going to get the custom fee?" And they said, "Just confirm what your item is." And then just soon after, I got the custom fee. So I told this guy, "Oh, never mind, I got the custom fee, so I'm sure you guys saw the invoice with all the info on it." And he was like, "Yeah, okay, cool." And but anyway, so this guy could see my parcel was in Ghana, and I asked him, so you mean someone actually got my parcel? And he said no, luckily it was undelivered. Later on I found out that actually the people who had to go and deliver the parcel saw that there was something wrong, and they decided not to deliver it, because they actually phoned the person and tried to, you know, probably ask, is this yours or whatever, but there was no answer. So yeah, it's just a bit scary. I mean, imagine someone opened the box, didn't know, you know, didn't tell Aramex that there was an issue, or threw her away because they think that she's scary, or gave it to their children to play with, or lost the COA, or broke her fingers, you know, stuff like that. Because people don't know how valuable these are, or how to care for them, etc. There's a falcon outside of the window now. It's like wildlife. Anyway, okay. So I told them over the phone that I will keep the other person's parcel safe, because I'm sure they feel just as I do, you know, very bad about this whole thing. So I wrapped it up again, and he said he thinks that our parcels might have been swapped. So I have her parcel, the person from Ghana, and she has mine, but he's not sure. I tried to like Google Translate while we were talking over the phone to try and get her information from her box, but I couldn't. Anyway, so then finally they referred my parcel to South Africa, where I live, and that was, let me see, so that was, okay, I can't really see what's going on. Okay, she was on her way on the 13th of October. She was on her way back to me. She had to go through London, and then she was at Joburg on the 17th. So on the 17th she landed there, and I thought, okay, finally things are gonna go as planned. So a few days went by, and I called them every second day, because I didn't want to bother them every day, so I called them every second day. At some point this guy at Aramex told me, not name names, that okay, she's stuck at customs and they're asking a bunch of questions, and there's a huge penalty fee to be paid. And he was like, but it's not Aramex. Aramex did nothing wrong. It's the people, the forwarding people in South Korea, which probably is ACI, Worldwide Express. They have to pay the penalty. And yeah, so I was feeling uncomfortable again, because I thought this penalty, are they going to have like this inner conflict, or conflict between each other about who's gonna pay, I'm not gonna pay, and then maybe ask me, I need to pay, you know, stuff like that. But anyway, then last week this person from Aramex phoned me, and he told me, guess what, I found the other person. It was the girl or the woman in Ghana. It is her parcel that I have, and she has yours, or she had yours, or she would have had yours. So it was definitely just a switch. And he told me, your parcel will be there on Monday, which is today, and they will collect her parcel. Good job, it's done, you know. Like that, you know, this has been completed. And yeah, my ticket was closed. And he was actually, when he said, you know, I know this was a whole confusing situation, blah blah blah, and I was trying to be nice to him, and he was trying to be nice to me, but in the end it was extreme negligence from Aramex. Extremely. They didn't really say sorry, they didn't offer me my shipping fee back, nothing like that. So I'm not going to leave it there. I'm definitely going to contact them, maybe on Facebook, just make a post and let people see, you know, this is what you might get. And I know not everyone had that same issue, although I saw a few trucks being hijacked and people's stuff getting lost. I don't know why it's been happening more than once. I've seen that, so I don't know what's going on there. Just be cautious if you use Aramex Global Shopper, especially in South Africa. But yeah, I just wanted to share that with you guys, because I mean, this is my Grail doll. And I was expecting to get her way sooner, but I have her now, and I really like her. She looks a bit different than I expected. I must say, I wasn't expecting such a manly face. That's weird. You don't really see the manliness of her face on the pictures online, but I just need to style the wig, and these clothes are also not her actual clothes. I have commissioned some from Like and Poor Doll Emporium, who is also a friend of mine. and once she gets that, she'll probably look a bit better. But for now, yeah, I'll probably do a review video. I did an unboxing and a quick dress up, so I'll probably do a review video sometime soon. And yeah, then you guys will find out a bit more about her, because I also want to play around with her, I don't know, this type or size of doll, so that'll help me as well. I'm sorry, my ears are so skewed. I guess that's what makes them so special. They're so skewed. Yeah, okay. But anyway, thank you so much for listening to my rant. I do feel a bit better. I haven't even told anyone yet that she's here. Oh, her shoe just fell off. But anyway, as soon as I get some different clothes for her, or just fix her wig, I'm gonna take some beautiful pictures. And she's also wearing the eyes that I got from Ashura Dark in a giveaway. So yeah, well, that's it from me and Carina. Thanks so much for tuning in, guys. What did I just say? Let's try that again. So thank you much for tuning in. Man, I'm completely confused now. What I was gonna say is thank you so much for tuning in, guys. Until next time, bye.